Hello everyone, this is Maria from MLB Reborns. I am making a video to go over a rehab job that I have taken on for a reborn. As you know, I delivered baby Easton, or at least the painted kit, to his mommy earlier today, and she requested that I fix a reborn that she recently traded with someone. And unfortunately, the baby looked a lot better in pictures, so she asked me if I would repaint the head for her and paint hair on it. So when she showed it to me, I told her, it would just be better if I went ahead and redid the entire kit, because you don't want to have the head be one shade and then the limbs be a different shade. So she went ahead and agreed, and just to make a long story short, we got a flat tire as we arrived to her house, and I'm going into my trunk to pull out the kit that I had painted for her, and I heard a hissing sound coming from our tire. Come to find out, at some point during our trip, we got a knife stuck into our tire. Thankfully, it was still under a warranty, so we were able to get a new tire replaced for that one for like 20 bucks, which is not bad. But her son came out, and he was so helpful. He put the jack on the car and helped my husband change the tire to one of those small tires that you put on just for the time being until you can get a real tire. And so he went ahead and helped my husband do that, and I just thought that was so kind of him. He didn't have to come out and help him, but he did. So I told my customer I would go ahead and do the limbs as well as the head for the same price, because her son did take time to come out and help us with our flat tire. So I will go ahead and fix the entire baby for her for just the price that she was paying for the head. So that's just my way of repaying her kindness and her son's kindness to us. So I have the baby's body right here, and as she's showing it to me, I can already tell that the baby has a lot of fluff, which is excellent, a lot of polyfill in there, but it doesn't have any weight. So this weighs next to nothing. There might be a little bit of weight on the tush, but just by weighing it, I can tell that's a tiny bit. It's not a lot. And for the baby this size, which is about 23 inches long, it should be a lot heavier than this. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the polyfill, make sure it's weighted correctly with some glass beads, and completely redo the baby for her. So this is the body, and then the kit is one that I've never reborn before. It's a little out of my price range. The kit itself, I believe, is like $100. So the kit is Teal by Mayra Garza, and it's a really cute kit, but it's not painted very well. It has a lot of mottling, and I'm sure you can already tell it's super shiny, so it doesn't look like it has any kind of varnish on it, and the veins are very pronounced on it, and they're just lines that were painted on. They were not blended in or anything, so it looks like the artist did some red and some blue mottling, which looks fine, but then she went in and did these harsh veins. So I'm going to try, see, look at that line, and the veins on this baby are all basically this dark, which doesn't help it one bit. It doesn't look realistic. And the color itself is okay, but in person it looks a lot more orange than it does on camera. So I'm going to wash it with maybe some blue and see if I can tone down the orange color, and maybe hopefully adding a few more layers of flesh tone I can minimize those really dark veins. And that's my hope, but we shall see what happens as we go along in the process, and I will keep you guys updated. And so another thing I notice is the baby has very nice polyfill in this area, although I would have put more, but then here it's completely empty, and then the glass beads start here and you can hear them. So when I go ahead and finish this, I will put glass beads going all the way up to the knee, and then fill the rest with polyfill, and fill it in such a way to where the limbs feel sturdy and solid. And this is a really soft vinyl, so, but you don't want it to feel completely empty. I mean, look at that. Your baby shouldn't be able to do that to your kid. When it's completed and filled with glass beads, it should be solid like it is here. See, if I push on it, it doesn't have any give. But if I go up here, I can squeeze it all the way and my fingers almost connect because there's nothing in there. So you don't want that. But overall, it's a cute baby, and I will see what I can do to make her even cuter. And so here are her arms and hands, and again the nail tips are not done, so I will go ahead and tip the nails and try to soften some of this orange color and soften the really dark veining that she has. So yeah, that's my goal. Let me go ahead and show you her face. And you know, my customer was willing to just deal with the bad paint job on the arms and legs because it's really not that bad. But the head, look at her. She is so cute, but she does not look realistic. And that is what my goal is going to be, to help her look more like a baby than a doll. And as you can see, there's those dark veins again, and she did some blue undertones and didn't blend them in, so you just see a big dark spot right here. And she didn't shade the inside of the ears, so I will go ahead and do that. And then the eyebrows, I'm gonna try to make them look more realistic and see where I can go. Now, the vinyl itself is very soft, but there's some areas where it's too soft. And I feel that if I bake the baby, it might collapse. And that is one of the things that I did go over with the customer, and she said to just go ahead and give it a try and see what happens. So that's what I'm going to do. And see, there's another blue dark shading right there. It's just way too dark, and it should have been blended in a little bit better. And then the veins that are way too stark, too dark. So we'll see what we can do with that. And the eyes, I'm going to remove the eyes and remove the eyelashes and root new eyelashes on. And then the inside of the nose, I don't know if you can see that, but she basically used a Sharpie marker to shade it in black. And that is a no-no. If you're going to shade something in, it should be a pink color. The darkest may be a reddish, but I always try to go for pink, which is the same shade as the lips, but certainly not black. That is not felt in there. That is a Sharpie black. And her eyes are beautiful on camera. I don't know if you can tell, but they are a very light green, which makes her look unrealistic. So after I finish her, maybe she will look a little bit better with even that shade of green for the eyes, but we'll see. And she doesn't have a magnet inside, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I'm going to paint hair on her. So that's the plan for this baby, and I will post work in progress videos for everyone to see how she's coming along. So wish me luck. I don't know exactly how I'm going to tackle this challenge, but I am going to try and see what I can do to make this baby look more realistic for her mommy. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.